The unscheduled work page gives you the ability to easily track your accepted but not yet scheduled work. From here, you'll be able to add items from your accepted estimates either to the schedule or to the wait list. And you'll never have to go searching through estimates or emails or spreadsheets again to have confidence that your jobs are getting scheduled when they need to be. So let's see how this works. Right here, I have all of my estimates that have been accepted and have one or more items on them that have not yet had visits created. So I can see here I have a number of estimates that are still waiting to be scheduled, and they all show up as unscheduled. Now, before creating an event for one of these items, we can also take a look at this in different views. So I could view my work by customer. This might show me multiple estimates that have work ready to be scheduled for the same customer. If I use service categories, I can see them grouped by which service category they're in, or view it with no grouping. So this is just going to give me a flat list of all of the items that need to be scheduled still, and I can then filter these down by different properties. So in this estimates view, let's take a look at this property maintenance estimate. Here we have mowing, edging, and weeding that all need to be done for this customer. So I could schedule one of these at a time. Let's say I want to schedule the mowing. I can go over here and either create a new visit, add it to an existing visit, or just mark it as scheduled. In this case, let's create a new visit. You'll see that I'm put on a new visit page, and we pull in the estimate name, the customer, their property, and the line item that I just selected, so mowing for this customer. I can go ahead and set my date for that visit. Let's say it's going to be on Tuesday the 25th. And now I can create that visit. From here, if I go back to my unscheduled work page, I'll see that estimate, and now it shows up as partially scheduled because one of these items has been scheduled, and I can go ahead and view that visit for mowing. I'll also see that these two other items haven't been scheduled yet. And maybe that's intentional, or maybe these are supposed to be part of the same visit for this customer. So let's go ahead and take both of these items, both edging and weeding, and we're going to go ahead and not create a new visit, but this time we'll add them to an existing visit. So I'm going to take those two items. I can see there's this visit for November 25th at this property. It's a one-time visit in this case. So I'll select that, and I want to add these items to that visit. So now we'll see, I already had mowing on here, and now there's edging and weeding too. So I can make any other changes I need to make. And if I update this visit, now when I come back to the unscheduled work, that estimate, number 105, which was previously here, is now fully scheduled. And so it's not going to show up in my unscheduled work anymore. The other thing I might want to do is move items from unscheduled work onto the wait list. So here I have edging and mulch that haven't been scheduled, but this is part of a larger project that's going to be multiple visits over a different period of time. So you can see I've already created a visit for, and maybe even completed some of the cleanup part of this job. And now I really just need a new visit for the edging and mulch part of this job. But maybe I'm not going to do this right away, but I want to get it out of the unscheduled work view. So what I might do is create a new visit for these items, but because I don't know quite when it needs to be done, I'm going to add this to the wait list. And maybe I know that it needs to be done before the end of December. So anytime after today is fine, as long as it gets done by the latest date of December 31st. So now this will add a waitlist event that can happen anytime after today, as long as it's done by December 31st. And it's going to have my edging and mulch items on it. So let's create this visit. And now, if we go back to the unscheduled work page, everything off of that estimate is scheduled. So one of them had an event created, and some of those items are now moved to the wait list. And we know that there are visits in place for all of those items, so they're considered scheduled and they're out of this view. Now from here, I can also sort by estimate name, customer name. I can sort by the service or the status of things. In the no grouping view, I can also do a lot more granular filtering. So if I go to filter, I can select a customer or a property, a service category, or even sort by budgeted hours. So maybe I'm looking here and I want to see what has budgeted hours under 3. I can add a filter, and my minimum is 0. My maximum is 3 budgeted hours. And you can see that this applies a filter, showing me everything between 0 and 3 budgeted hours. So there are a lot more ways that you can filter this. You can search the table, you can view it by different groupings, and all of this is a way for you to easily see what work still needs to be scheduled from your accepted estimates. Now the last piece is how the work actually shows up on this page. So I've been saying it's accepted estimates with unscheduled work. Really, it's that. So when I have an estimate, I'll show you by creating a new one here. New job for Ava Adams. Let's just do a single mowing job for $50. Once this estimate goes through the workflow and has been accepted, we're going to see that now this is an accepted estimate and it's not scheduled, which means estimate 107 should show up on our unscheduled work page. And you can see it right here. New job 107 has mowing for Ava Adams. So from this, you'll be able to see your unscheduled work, create new jobs for it, or add it to an existing visit. Or maybe you already have taken care of this work, you've already created a visit, or it's already taken care of in some other way. The last thing we can do is just go ahead and mark things as scheduled. So let's go here and take all of these items, and we're just going to say these are scheduled items. We don't want to create a visit or add them to an existing. We just know that they've been taken care of. So let's just go ahead and mark those as scheduled. They've all been marked as scheduled, and now my unscheduled work is empty, and I know that everything has been scheduled until the next accepted estimate comes in. So this tool is going to help you track your unscheduled work, create visits for them quickly, and make sure that nothing slips through the cracks from the time that the customer has accepted the estimate until the job is scheduled where it needs to be on the schedule or on the wait list.